Welcome to week 5. Okay, so for this week, you are going to be continuing on with your shoot for your music video. So you'll see as the assignment, it says final reshoots and pickups for music video. Don't let that freak you out if you are not at the phase where you are kind of ready to wrap things up at all. I know we are all at different places, and that's totally fine. There is time to continue to finesse this. I just want to say that out loud before you even take a look. Okay. So if you want to open up your module and take a look at this with me as well, great. If not, just know that when you open it up, that is what it's going to say. Okay, great. And before I forget, let me do your attendance check-in question. So I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing that you consider to be a creative strength? And what is something that you grapple with as a creative weakness? We all have them. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. And so it's always helpful to kind of talk them out loud so that you can not only take a moment to give yourself a congratulations for your strengths, but also a little self-compassion and a little honesty for where those weaknesses lie and what you might be able to do to address those. Okay, great. So just one strength and one weakness. Perfect. Okay, so you'll put that in your attendance check-in. So back to your assignment. So what you're going to be doing this week is you're going to be applying all of the notes that you've received from me, all of the notes that you may have received from our musical director, and you're going to kind of put that in the pot. You are going to be putting everything into now kind of adjusting and redirecting and continuing to explore the kind of technical parts of shooting this, which is, yes, of course, story, but at this point, you should have a clear vision of what your story is. So how are you going to be continuing to achieve getting closer and closer to your story, to your goal, using camera angles, using framing, using lighting, using your locations, figuring out what's been working so far, what hasn't, and then adjusting as we go. I think I've said this before in previous videos, but just make sure as you're shooting, it's always a good idea to overshoot, meaning too many takes, too many options. There is really no such thing as too many, because you're going to find that you're going to want to like piece together things that maybe you didn't think about in real time, or that maybe wasn't on your preliminary shot list. So if you're getting something that is a close-up of you, and then you're shooting from behind and getting a dirty shot with like your shoulder looking at something or somebody else, whatever the case is, just make sure that you're really getting enough of all of those things that you're going to be able to piece everything together. Okay. And that is also one of the reasons why a shot list is so helpful, because you can literally check down that shot list as you're going. Beautiful. Don't forget your creativity. Bringing that creativity to the table is always a good idea, and let yourself be surprised day of shoot things that you didn't think that you would be needing. Okay. If you still need to be working with our musical director on your backing track, please make sure that that's happening. And you're putting these pieces together, right? So again, I just want to say out loud, this is not the end of the road. This is just kind of we're moving on with our process. Cool. So for this self-tape, there's no slate or label needed. Label meaning a title card. You will, however, be labeling your self-tape file as it's listed in this assignment, and please make sure to complete that by the due date and time, okay? So we are just pushing on with our projects. As always, if you need to get in touch with me, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, especially if you're running into technical issues. I mean, story stuff too, of course, but, I have done a lot of do-it-yourself stuff, and I'm kind of well-versed in the messy middle. So just let me know if you need me. And if not, I can't wait to see the work. Okay, take care. Bye.